fucking hot.
Bro,
Jesus.
swag on 100 mil right now.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Here's one thing I gotta ask. It's the only reason I'm filming.
Okay.
Take a look at this freaking Charger right here.
Oh, it's beat.
Dude, look at the door.
I'm pretty sure those are bullet holes.
Those are bullet holes.
Yeah.
What is happening here? This is just a regular Mopar service center.
You're just like, yeah, something happened to my car. I don't know, like I hit like a tree.
Yeah, so don't really know what's going on there. Mike is in his McGregor costume for Halloween. He's just trying it on right now.
That's it. This is a McGregor fit, dude.
Oh, it is the fit. We got the fender rub. It's some heat. What are you dropping off?
Billy Walk. TRX.
TRX getting dropped off.
TRX is dropped off. Oil
That's
change.
good.
9,000 miles on it already.
Well, anyway, yeah, bullet holes at Heritage Toyota.
Just awful.
Just awful. I couldn't resist. Mike's giving us a special sneak preview. I don't even know what to show.
Absolute heat sandwich.
Without giving too much away.
The back two wheels.
So this is first off right here.
Oh,
What in God's name is in your driveway, bro?
huge.
This is
I
insane.
think people are gonna freak out when they see it.
Honestly, like neither of us are dually guys, but for whatever reason, like these look, I don't know, I've been liking them.
No, the Fords are the way to go.
Beautiful. Holy crap. And it just, I don't know why those wheels just fit it so good.
They did.
Cannot wait for you guys to see this 6.7 liter. Let's head off yonder across the river.
Tell the people that they can buy these.
They've been around for a little while. They got the 717 crest down here, which is actually
They
sick.
resell them. They come with the adapter for any Ford, Chevy, Jeep, or Ram.
Yep, awesome. Yeah, get on that. Those are sick. We're back again. This is a lot of people's favorite place to be because we got so many cool vehicles. We have the U-Haul truck, the Firebird Trans Am, and something is missing here. My father was nice enough to pull it out in the driveway. The 1968 Camaro RS. This is what this video is all about. I've been waiting to use this one for years now. The channel's been around for 4 years already, if you can believe it. And finally, a dedicated video to this beautiful, beautiful car. I remember back in the day, I'll show you guys pictures of what this thing used to look like whenever I was about 3-4 years old. It was parked out in the garage. So inside here, we have a 327 small block engine, 202 heads, roller cams. And what's crazy about this is this vehicle has been on the road now for 16 years. Wear and tear on this, not daily driven, but definitely has some mileage on it after it was redone. So we definitely enjoyed it whenever we were kids. Father driving us around, taking us to the pool, the creek, the lake, stuff like that, all throughout summer. We got Flowmaster exhaust back here, which you guys will get to hear in a couple seconds. And one of the cool features, the hideaway headlights. So if it was like, we were ever driving, it was sort of dusk out or the sun was beginning to set, it was always cool because we had to pull over to the side of the road. My dad would get out, flip out the headlights, and then we can continue on with whatever we're doing that day. Completely redone, all new quarters, floorboards, fenders, body mounts, just top to bottom. Yeah, you guys definitely get to see what this thing has been through in the pictures I showcased, because a complete basket case. I think this thing was green at one point and then red from previous owners. Just, I mean, obviously it's that old of a car, and then to look at the way it does now with this beautiful blue and the white racing stripes, just gorgeous. Sounds awesome. Maybe the reason I'm so messed up in the head is because I love the smell of the exhaust from vehicles. I guess mainly the old ones only. The newer ones is kind of weird, but I don't know, just the smell of that, just the gasoline. Yep, I used to sit right back there and we go on just Sunday cruises. So we're out here on, this is called Bridge Street, New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. What's crazy about this little town here is it's so historic, just nestled right outside of the city, which isn't too great. And you have these beautiful neighborhoods nestled back right across the river. So I just remember driving down through here all the time. And now to do it in a classic like this, my father's car, it's really cool. I'm driving a 2021 truck. I'm in a vehicle that's 50 years older at least. And it drives this smooth. There's nothing wrong with it. It's pretty surreal. Just listen to that VA power in this thing, the old thing. It's like just an old-timey town here. And then it's like going back in time. Some cool stuff I forgot to mention about this is the horn is right here on the steering wheel. Just two little buttons here. It's pretty freaking cool. I know a lot of people watching probably know all this stuff, but for me it's an experience. And some of the younger audience might be interested in what the classics used to have. The speedometer goes up to 120 miles an hour, which I'm sure this thing could reach it. There's no doubt in my mind it could. Might take a little bit, but this vehicle is pretty quick. This car can run, apparently, if this were to get dynoed, is around 400 horsepower, which is pretty impressive for a vehicle this old. you're probably wondering, we have the whole video dedicated to this cool car. What can we possibly do? Well, for one, the interior is not completed. Now, I don't really know how entertaining that's going to be for a video, but just the odds and ends on to button this thing up, where it's also missing a piece of trim around the back window here, and just a few more things. You guys saw the engine bay is pretty clean, but could use just one or two more things. And since it's been driven, there's probably a little bit more rust on this thing than what was whenever it first left the garage that my dad was working on it in. So we could do just the touch-ups on this thing. It would look so great. We're not going to swap anything out. I mean, it's already near perfect. The only thing that would be kind of crazy, and I didn't talk to my dad about this, would be cool to find another engine. Now, you want to keep it original for the most part, but it would be cool to just be like, hey man, we got this other engine in here, the big block, and it'd be really cool to drop that in this and see what this thing could do. It's already kind of sketchy whenever you have these old vehicles on the unibody frame, because what happens is it begins to twist it. There's no frame reinforcement on this thing as far as I know, and it can pose a real problem. I know people are always like, you need a ton of power to do that. Man, with these old cars, it doesn't take anything to twist these frames and start to buckle body panels on these things. So that's something we've definitely been worried about, but something we're trying to prevent. One nice thing with this is he did install the radio so we could listen to some classic rock while we're driving in this. Just so cool. I'm telling you, man, it's like a freaking time machine. Again, in this beautiful blue color, it just is a showstopper. With my truck, we've seen some heads turn, and with this Camaro, it is tenfold. It's insane how many people are just mind boggled by this, because you just don't see it anymore. And if you do, it's sort of like a thrown together ragtag redone car. This took 12 years, everything given the once over to make sure that it was absolutely perfect. It's one thing that's crazy to me is whenever I was watching Home Improvement back in the day when I was a little kid, actually with my dad, he would be like, I'm gonna get this car done. He would just have the frame to like a 1930s Ford, and he said that somehow he's going to turn this thing into just something beautiful. He's like, oh, well, it's going to take about 2 years. It's like 2 years. It seems like that's a little quick. Maybe it's not. Whenever you have all the free time in the world and the money, I guess it's a little bit easier. But my father definitely took his time with this masterpiece, and we're going to see if we can make it 100% complete. Also, two things I want to mention in this video real quick before we step away from the Camaro is the new bumper is confirmed. It's coming in from Fab Fours, which is awesome. I'm so excited about that. Getting delivered right here to my father's garage. It's going to be sitting right there on a pallet. Not only are we getting the front bumper, and I'm only releasing this details, I guess, to you guys to get the sneak peek if you're sticking around this long in the video. They're also sending upgraded rock sliders and a rear bumper. So if you guys are interested in those rock sliders, I guess they're for sale now, because Fab 4 is definitely going above and beyond to hook us up. So you're gonna have to do some major cutting here on the front to make it work, because it's a brand new bumper. They haven't worked out all the kinks yet, so we'll see what we can do and make this bumper shine. Also, I feel like some people missed out on the mod that was done, the last mod that was done to the ZR2, so I'm gonna put that in the video right now. If you guys have already seen that, then you can go ahead and click off. But here's some new modifications. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Likes are always appreciated. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Follow me on Instagram, RFRacing717, and I'll see you guys next time. After you have a new vehicle and damage appears like this, and it's just these little cosmetic things, it starts to wane on you, where it takes a piece of you with it, where it's just like, ah, it's not my new truck anymore. This is my rig now. It's my off-road machine, and I'm losing not respect for it, but it's just kind of, it takes a piece of you, you know what I mean? It's not this new fresh thing. But you know what, I'm not giving up hope, because we're going to be putting on the new off-road bumper here pretty soon. But also, we got a modification coming that's pretty big. This truck needs it so bad. Real quick, want to talk about the giveaway going on. You guys didn't win the Saline Mustang. I apologize. But you know who's going to win the C6?
You. That's who.
I have a couple new products on the website. If you guys want to check them out, you can. The new Make America Bad Again stickers. That one is sick. If enough of those sell, we're going to make them into the shirts and hats and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely get on that. And then also limited run. We have like 10 of them left. The ZR2 poster. Yeah, check those out, because it's all my products that helps me out, helps the channel out, and it all goes right back in to the ZR2 build, which a lot of you guys are super hyped about and want to see continue, because I definitely do too. I look at this truck, I think it's so freaking cool. So I don't want to give up on this build. I don't want to just stick with the Bronco that's on the way. So let's keep this thing alive and cooking. I cannot wait to own a garage. In this neighborhood here, it's just everyone's on top of each other, and it gets a little claustrophobic whenever you're filming. I'm out of my driveway filming like this. They don't know I'm a YouTuber, or at least the most of them don't. So yeah, it gets a little awkward out here. I need a garage so bad. I guess the day that we were off-roading out of the property, throwing their Bang Energies in the bed of the truck here. Star Blast. I never plugged my Instagram at the beginning of the video, so follow me on Instagram, RFRacing717, if you guys want updates on all the builds and all the news coming to the channel, because it hits there first before it comes to YouTube. But yeah, but I'm not gonna mess around here. Let's just get this modification on. And this new mod is so needed. Brand new taillights for the pickup truck We need it just because with the yellow here, you can't be rocking these red lensed taillights. It just doesn't work. It looks like a McDonald's build. Red and yellow, even though this is a highlighter yellow, it just do not match. So smoked out taillights with the LED strip, bit of a newer run on this, and I think it's gonna make the truck look a lot better. So just look at how easy this is for the install. With the front, we had to take off the entire bumper. The rear, of course, in the 2021, they switch over to torque driver. Give me a second. Literally 2 screws. Just disconnect the wiring harness down here. Easy removal. So again, I think these ones are from Carid. They're pretty dookie. They're not that great at taillights, but they look cool. And I love how they have like this inlay step. On this, it's just a bubble. There's no real curves on it. Not that that matters. I mean, they're freaking taillights for God's sakes, but this is gonna look awesome. Oh yeah, I'm already digging it. Yeah, it just sucks with the aftermarket because you can tell, like, even though they look cooler, like the wiring harnesses here, everything is super flimsy. Like, this is just a joke. Like, this gauge on this wire is so small. It's not gonna be as reliable as OEM, but you know, we're going for looks, and that's all that matters. Wow, always blown away with taillights or headlights on vehicles. They just look so incredible, the before and after. Oh yeah, with that little 2-step, it's like an emerald, like little jewel cut here. So freaking sick. So we'll light these things up, get them plugged in, and I'll show you guys what they look like lit up. Hopefully not as crummy as what the front ones were, because I had to like replace the headlights with LED bulbs because the ones they came with were just a joke. But yeah, we have new headlights on this thing. If you guys want to see that video, that's up here in the top right. And then we have the new taillights on this thing, deleting that McDonald's look, blacken this thing out. Love it. 4 ways there. I'm assuming the turn signal runs with these LEDs here. That might be backup lights, actually. That's definitely what that is. I freaking love whenever trucks have this like white LED strip. It glows red, obviously, because we're on the brake lights here. So much better.